Alright YouTube, the question is, will a mid-torque impact wrench remove a Honda crank pulley bolt with the regular 19 or with a heavy crank pulley bolt socket? If you watch this video by Tool Gear Bandits, you will see them test 3 impact wrenches and mid-torque impact wrenches, and none of them could remove a crank pulley bolt with a 19 mil, regular 19 mil, or with a heavy Lyle crank pulley bolt socket. They just could not do it. If you watched my rigid mid torque impact wrench video versus the crank pulley bolt, it could not do it with the regular 19 mil, and it couldn't do it with my homemade heavy crank pulley bolt socket. So these first generation mid-torque impacts just do not have the power to make that heavy crank pulley bolt socket work. From what I've found, you really need some power behind the socket to push that weight around and make it hit harder. And I just didn't find these first generation mid-torques could do that. Now, you know my homemade crank pulley bolt socket works because you've even seen the Amazon 12 volt roadside impact wrench remove a Honda crank pulley bolt with the homemade heavy socket. So that's not the issue. The issue is really there's just no power behind these first generation mid-torque impacts. Now the latest mid-torque impacts, the Milwaukee 2962 and the Makita XWT17 are putting out a lot more power and they're hitting a lot harder. And I do have some video here of the Makita tackling a Honda crank pulley bolt with my homemade socket. And you don't have to make your own socket. You can buy the Lyle socket. But at the time I had made my own, and that's the one I've been using in the videos. So here's a video of the Makita.